approaching. Watch your mirrors. There's a group of faster cars behind.
Car stop on the left. Go right.
Place. On your left. Flea on the left.
You got a slow car on the left.
There's a faster car approaching.
Car on your right. Clear right.
The car behind's a faster class. This lap won't count, you've cut the track.
Car on your left, Flea on the left. You're on the left.
What is the crack? Welcome along, everyone. How'd you like that countdown? So we've got a combination of Coke and I've got a beer down there as well. For those of you who don't know what's happening tonight, there are two races. There's like a 15-minute race and I think a 20-minute race. Not 100% sure, but either way we have enough fuel fixed set up. It's all good. Welcome along to the stream, everyone. Yeah, let's do this. Let's dive in. You'll also notice, guys, that I have a... what's that at the top? Oh, that's like a Facebook thing. You'll also notice that I have the heads-up display in the middle. So I have actually... I've changed that up a little bit. What's the story? Kuro, hey, GR5 GTT. And hey, Marc, SR20, what's the crack? Liking the countdown. Nice one. So, yeah, got a new heads-up display in the middle. I know that on mobile it's still going to be quite small, but it's a similar size to the chat, and hopefully just let me know what you guys think of it. I'm going to bring you on a tour of the track for those of you who don't know it. This is Road Atlanta. What's happening here is I'm in a BMW M4, I'm in the Pro-Am class, and we've got the BMW M8s, they're the pros. Last season in Digital Motorsports I was in with the pros. I wasn't quite where I wanted to be there and it required a hell of a lot of practice. So I said I'd drop down to Pro-Ams. Lo and behold, loads of people in Pro-Am own race cars and they're ridiculously quick. So we're up against it. It's good crack though. It's going to be really, really good. A good lap around here is a geez, I can't even think of a 126 is a good, really good lap. I'm doing like 127s, so I'm not really up there with the pace, but I'm hoping that consistency and stuff in the race will pay off. The big thing here is the M8s are a lot quicker than the M4s. So what that means is we're going to have lots and lots of overtaking, lots and lots of traffic, faster cars coming up behind us. So yeah, it's going to be pretty nuts, and you'll see straight away. This is so it takes what, 75 seconds, 85 seconds to do a lap. What's the story, Stephen? What's in the SimLab box? Oh man, that's been there for like a month and a half now. In the SimLab box is my new triple monitor stand. I have 32-inch monitors to go on this rig, but this monitor stand that's built into my rig won't actually support 32. I've got 27s on it right now, so that's what's in the box, and I'm embarrassed I haven't set it up yet, but I just so much stuff to do. So I'm gonna go out, do a lap here, guys, and you're gonna see just how mental this is. So let's jump into the car and get rid of the intro. Right. So testing sound quality, all okay, guys? You can hear me okay? Don't want the game to be too loud. Give a shout if there are any issues anyway.
Take care, rejoin him.
Ah, speeding in the pits. I must have just taken off too quickly. I'm just going to go back to my pit box. Must have turned off my limiter too quickly. Right, pit limiter's on. That's why I have the and you can actually see it on the heads-up display if you have the resolution on your phone, tablet or TV. You can see the next car, previous car.
There's a car approaching. Past the car behind.
I actually have a large list. So there's one 0.3 seconds. Okay, that's he's coming. It's one of the M8s. You'll see just how nuts this is. I've got a big long list on the top left that shows me exactly, you know, where the other cars are effectively. I guess from a time point of view. This first sector that we just went through is super technical, really difficult, and that's where the chaos is going to happen tonight. If there is going to be madness, it is going to be that turn 1. Someone spun out here. It is going to be that first sector, and it's going to be on every lap. Well, I guess the M8s are going to get out. They're about 15. Yeah, probably about 15 seconds a lap quicker, over 13 seconds. So come lap 6, we're going to see lots and lots of traffic. So that's going to be mighty crack. There we go, someone had a massive off there. Oh, should be going quicker through there. Faster class car passing me out. Owen Murray. My tyres are still cold. Jeez, he nearly took the nose off that car. Oh, shite.
Right side is clear.
Track limits. This lap will be deleted.
That's alright, Jeff.
Slow down a bit if you
Trying to explain what I'm doing here, Jeff. You're only distracting me. I'm actually I'm actually pretending to blame Jeff there, where it was just my shite driving.
Okay.
Here we go, driver's briefing starting.
Yeah. We're gonna actually have driver's briefing at 8:15.
Can you guys hear the Discord okay?
In here, but yeah, we'll just have a longer driver's briefing than normal, because there's obviously a lot going on track out there, okay?
I might just pull over for the driver's briefing.
Up into race control.
There we go. For this type of racing, what do I have? Wheel rotation. I actually usually run my wheel rotation at 900, so it's still actually at 900 right now. So I can go completely all the way around. I think there is a soft lock here. Yeah, it's soft locked to whatever, I think whatever the car has natively as its rotation. So driver's briefing is about to start, guys. I actually, for those of you who followed Headphone Gate, oh, it's actually driver's briefing is at 8:15, he said. Right, so we've got time for more laps. Those of you who followed Headphone Gate, you might notice that I've got a cable plugged in, whereas I have been using it wirelessly. The battery is after failing on my headset, so it doesn't charge properly.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line.
Which is a proper dose. But I got onto Amazon, and Amazon are sending me a new one, and I just have to return this one in my own time. which is quite nice, so I won't be without my headset.
Car behind.
At least it still works when we're wired up like this, so that's good. But that's a bit of a balls because I only have it a few weeks. Oh shit.
Car is on your right. Right
Faster
side is
cars
clear.
here.
Car right. Clear on the right. Right side. Right is clear.
Poor corner by me.
Right side. Clear right side.
I should remember the cables. Yeah, I know. Yeah. See, it's like there's plenty of slack in the cable. You can probably see in the camera at the bottom. Plenty slack in the cube controls cable. And yeah, it'll be grand. I'll just try not to crash too hard. I have the soft lock enabled. Let's try to get a few more laps in before driver's briefing. You can probably see with the amount of steering that I'm doing how kind of loose the surface is. It's
P16.
P16. Oh shite. That's hopeless. Oh my god. I'm concentrating on the cars behind too much. So I was supposed to do a practice race last night. Those of you in my Discord will probably have seen me just being annoyed with my kids
Left side. Clear left.
because they wouldn't go to sleep last night. Hopefully they won't interrupt my race tonight, and hopefully I can just have a nice, clean, hassle-free race.
On your right.
What's the crack,
Right side
Mishki?
is clear now.
Yeah, it's a very technical track, and putting in the faster class cars is kind of nuts. You can see in the top left, see the way I'm number 111. My name is in blue. That's not just because it's me. That's because I am the M4 class, or the GT4 class, I think is it. So you can see Alex Denning there is also in my class. Oh, lads. Let's try to do a half decent lap.
There's a group of faster cars behind.
Oh god, great. Fast cars approaching.
Car on your right.
Oh lads, he
Clear on the
just
right.
stuck it in there.
On your right. Clear right.
Oh. Tough. Found you off the juice box article on my S13. Ah, cool. Deadly. Yeah, I love my S13. It's not getting much use at the moment, which is a pity.
There's a faster car approaching.
Yeah, I'm in Cork.
And last but not least,
Originally from Kerry.
On your right. Clear on the right.
Sector 2 is not
So
protect.
when the faster cars actually pass us, oh,
I don't know if I hit Robert or not. I think it is.
fisticuffs there.
All the fuck off next time.
When a faster car passes, I need to try and get into their slipstream
VRA racing plus only stack.
because it just there's less wind resistance for me, and it actually
Only
makes me go faster.
No, it's going to be a VR Racing Fall Guys, Jordan.
Yeah. I say Jordan just wants to get this race done so he can go back and play
There's a
Fall
group
Guys.
of faster cars bearing down on you.
Yeah.
Ah, thanks, Jordan.
Messing up that first corner royally. Was that an off track? I thought I had two wheels on track.
Expensive though after having to go to council and after like.
Yeah.
Not doing great with those track limits.
Left side.
There's your friend after joining now,
On
Peter.
your left.
Murray.
Left is clear.
Some man to build a 20 VT that.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? There'll be 15 M8s on the lead lap.
Trying to kind of hear what the lads are saying here. Saying there'll be 15 M8s, so the faster
I
cars.
reckon there'll be 15 in the pits repairing for half an hour.
15. Can you guys hear them?
Probably we'll get caught up behind like all the M4s because the speed difference is ridiculous.
Some track.
It's like 9 difference.
Yeah, you can stop and wait for an M4 and then you get run up the arse or something.
Plus 20 stealth.
So my laps are actually not great right now.
Plus 99 surprise.
Okay,
I was
okay.
doing low 127s. What was that? 129?
Mine.
That's no good.
Chicken, spuds, and carrots, lad.
Enjoy.
It's a lot of fork work there. I just thought it was a spaghetti or something.
Sorry, Peter, I'll stop. I'll eat my fingers.
Well, if it's not that, it's Brian McManus, his fans.
Yeah.
Or his arse.
Did you get your dinner, Sergey?
Yep, I did. Thank you.
Hey.
Delish.
Right.
What you have?
That was a good
Lots of
first sector.
potatoes and vegetables.
Do you guys know each other, Mishki and
Shepard
Mark?
Boy.
Had some
anyway.
spuds, yeah, had some spuds.
Nice. Just one spoon.
The good famine meal, lad. Can't bet it.
Sip of Coke.
Fish
I'll crack open the beer in a little while.
Oh yeah, we like them as well, yeah.
Never trust anyone you meet on the internet.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Steroids.
Especially not anyone you
Polish
meet on my
stable
channel.
diet, just fucking what you call them, protein shakes. Yeah. Oh, racist. Fuck's sake.
Right, this is a decent lap.
That's RJ!
Oh, bollocks.
Cheers.
That was a 127.8.
Track limits there. B15.
To get the save on Sergey.
What's the story sideways?
It took me a minute to figure out what you said there.
You all set, Nathan? How are your laps going?
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
How am I
Last lap
0.6
time
off the
is
pace?
127.8.
Smoke
There's
in
a
the
faster class
P1.
car approaching.
Yeah, car backwards on the outside.
Everyone locked up.
Car on your right. Right is clear now.
Need to stay in tighter there. Oh, it's the story, Sal. Nice one. Yeah, if anybody has Twitch,
lads.
do go and join me
Well,
on
we didn't
Twitch.
say that today.
I seen that, Kevin. That was
Because I need to get the views up on Twitch.
No, what?
Sector
27
2 is
minutes,
0.5
nice.
off
I
the
was
pace.
clear there when I passed him on the outside,
Oh.
alright. But
Yeah.
everyone else shouldn't have
A
followed.
certain Dempsey just used them to. No, you were 100%.
Ahoy, hoy. Right, driver's briefing.
Right, let's do driver's briefing.
In 50 minutes. How's everyone?
Good.
Yeah.
Home and
You really want to know?
will I drag him in for the crack when we
What's
see
your
if
speed?
we have a mega back at home, or is there something going on?
You're a bit low.
Come on, do it for the crack.
Nah, leave
Here's
it.
my
leave
pit.
it
Should
there.
either
Right.
humiliate him or think he's a
Oh
hero.
no, he's in. He's in. Right. So welcome to round
Okay,
2.
let's do this.
IDMC
You guys hear okay?
M4 M8 competition, big long title in association with Motorsport Ireland, sponsored by Mondello, all that. If you can, now's a great time to share out the stream, please. We actually didn't get a lot of shares on the YouTube last time, it impacted on things, but if you could, that would be great. So we just finished our 90-minute practice session, or coming to the end of it. We're gonna have, it's actually an 8-minute qualifying, we're tight on time tonight with the 2 races. But it will be a 3-lap solo run, so you will get out on your own. We've turned on the qualifying scrutineering to moderate, so if you're doing any shady stuff or spinning up the wheels or whatever you're doing, that will get you disqualified from that. What I would say is it's looking like any M8s that do not complete at least one clean qualifying lap will end up behind the M4s. So we're not sure, we can't confirm that, but the testing we did, it looked like that was the case. We're going to have a heat race, 15 laps, 20 minutes. followed by 2-minute break, warm up, and then we're into the second race, 15 lap. There will be a reverse grid for the front of the M8. I'm not going to tell anyone what that is because we'll just see people slowing down and trying to capitalize on that. But there will be top 10 plus in around there, change around at the front of the second race. So as everything, qualifying lap, you must be within 110%. I think everyone is. This is the closest we've been ever. I think top 20 are within a second in the M8s. I think everyone within the M4s is also within 2 seconds, which is unreal. Start procedure is going to be a rolling start for this. We tried out standing start. We were hoping to do it for this round, but wasn't going to work out. Genuinely, I thought it could, but it didn't. So you're going to be a rolling start. If we could just get the M4s to, like with the last race, whoever's on pole, just back it up. Give.
Yeah, I'm afraid to talk.
At least 10-second gap between you and the back of the.
They can't actually hear me right now.
M8. It will be a fast start coming around that last.
I should still be talking.
Sweeping right-hander onto the straight, so everyone's going to concentrate it up into turn 3. There will be track cuts there, predicting the first 2 laps. So just watch people trying to take their slow down, especially at turn 5, where you can run wide, leave the track. So once we got the race underway, what we would say is we have 3 stewards who are going to be watching this live tonight. We are going to be coming down very, very hard on the first 2 laps for anyone who's making, let's just call it a ridiculous move. Especially around the M8s.
Yeah, Alex was the crack.
There's a lot more speed,
does
carry a lot more corner speed, and you can be later on the brakes in the M4s. So hopefully we don't have any M8s in the first lap behind the M4s, but certainly by lap 6 you will be. But just in case you do get mixed up with the M4s in the first 2 laps, to make it really clear, if an M8 decides to dive it up the inside of an M4 and takes them off, we will be pointing the blame at the M8. Right?
Yeah, I just want
for the first 2 laps.
Race.
Once we're up and racing,
that's going to be the
rules are just
doesn't matter how fast
as they are. You have to be alongside the
car.
car, coming into the apex. No questions about that. We're just going to race the rules, and there will be penalties applied post race if we see anyone doing what we consider as a steward something that's not racing or not within the rules.
How long have I had my S13?
For an example, somebody
had the Sylvia since
Tuesday night tried to overtake 4 M4s on the outside. Stuff like that, didn't pull it off, took everyone out at turn 5.
Since 2013,
and we'll be coming down hard on that.
So I have about 7
Otherwise,
years.
from a race control point of view, penalties are outlined in the rules.
At the time,
we'll have in race penalties for people. Most we can give you in race as a drive-through. We might come on Discord and tell you to calm down or to give back a place or something like that. Covered off the driver standings piece a little bit. I'm speeding through this because I want to give the drivers a chance as well to have a chat amongst yourselves about how these M4s and M8s are going to do. It's a busy track out there. General rule
to that now, very quickly.
Or perplexed even.
As Mel said, it's a busy track, and that's just part and parcel of this event. So there's no point bitching and moaning that it's busy. That's part of the challenge of this particular race. So dealing with the traffic, dealing with the slow cars, you're not going to be able to be flat out the whole time. Maybe not any other time. So that's the challenge of this particular event. So once we're all on board with that and we understand that, then
we're not
all the better, you know. So sorry, no, for cutting across you.
Unless
sounds like a track days event there, Rob.
Unless we get a massive gap in front of us.
Yeah, but sorry, that was the point I was going to say. The rule of thumb is always leaving enough room for the car, regardless inside, outside, or whatever, right? The concerned area I have is on turn 5 when you're coming down through the sweeping S's, coming up through the sweeping S's. The M4 just has a completely different line to the M8. If you're in the M8 and you're behind an M4, just by the nature of the M4, it's going to run wide at the top of that hill. Back it off and just get on the power earlier, and you'll get them down that straight. Same thing coming out of turn 7, then slower for the M4. They have to, I think, second gear out of there.
Yeah, it's been kind of a labour of love. Way too expensive.
Power down the back
I would say it's an S13
the last
for
chicane,
GTR money.
Actually, sorry, what am I saying? Everywhere in the track's a nightmare. But especially into the last chicane as well. The temptation there is to probably, gun it up the inside from 4 or 5 car lengths back. We're just going to race the rails. If there's an incident there and you're not alongside the car gone into the corner, it's going to be your fault. I would ask that the M4s also just stick to your line. It's as simple as that. I know it sounds easier than it is when you've got a barrel load of M8s coming up behind you, but just stick to your line. It's up to the cars behind to figure out what to do. It's not for you to move off the racing line and let them get ahead.
Yeah, it's much easier for them to predict what you're going to do if you're sticking to the line than if you're getting out of the way. They don't know which way you're going to go, so stick to your line.
Are gone mental, even
and they'll get around you.
The only caveat to that we're going to say about blue flags is if it's an M8 getting lapped by an M8, standard blue flag, give way if you can, and the same thing for the M4s. But if it's an M8 coming up to lap an M4, just the M4, just stay on the racing line. Let the guys in the M8s do what they need to do. They've got the extra aero and brakes and everything, so they should be able to do that. Okay, so post race, moving on. That's the driver standing bit. Yeah, we're going to be doing live race stewarding in this. You've probably seen it in the last race. Pretty cool. We can put up incidents as the race going on, but you're also entitled to, post race send in your own incident stuff. So please do that.
Yeah, they're going up
if you
in
can't
Japan
do it
as well
tonight,
because
get it in tomorrow. We're trying to get all these incidents covered off. We're expecting it.
Getting it here is
brickloaded
grand,
tonight.
but the VRT is through the roof.
Just if you can include a short video with it as well, it really, really helps us. So we would appreciate that.
If you're in the top, if you're on the podium at the end of either race, just stick around because we want to have a chat with you if possible on the in the commentary box. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, that'd be appreciated.
My goal for tonight
and then just last
is
piece
to get as close to a podium as possible.
We're aware that we haven't been issued with the digital licenses yet. There's a small technical hold up on that, but we are keeping track of race license points. So you start off with 12. Once you lose those 12, you'll be suspended. So just keep that in mind as well. If you are thinking of doing something super brave tonight, 4 cars,
5 minutes.
past 4 cars going into the last chicane, and you do cause mayhem, you will be losing points off your license for that.
Was there any issue for the last round now? Just wondering. No names or anything. If you can't remember, only wondering. So.
No, I'm just checking now.
Take it easy, Mishki.
There was one in question, but
yeah, the race is about to start in 5 minutes.
So
you're going to miss the crack.
On 12. Now, that's the first round, right? And there was a few things there, but definitely on this round and going forward. Like we don't want to end up in a situation where somebody's got no points on the license by the end of this championship. The licensing is going to run for the year, right? So starting next year, it'll be January to December, and there's 4 race seasons, Rob, isn't it?
4 championships within the calendar year.
Yeah, sorry, I should not. I was just confirming that, right? So, yeah, it's going to be a lot more interesting next year when you're heading into the last round with only 2 points on your license. So just keep it in mind that is there, and you will be getting points if you do something.
Couple of car videos waiting.
Any questions?
I have one question regarding the starting procedure on the M4 especially. We're gonna give space to the M8s, so when the light green goes off, we'll be way before the end straight. Should we go full speed at that point, or should we wait for the end straight?
Green light is race, right? So,
right. Okay.
So what I'd recommend whoever's in pole for the M4s is really back it off on the back straight. And if you're very clever, you could actually time that into the last chicane and make a run of it. But green light is green light. We're not going to tell people not to race once that's there.
Drivers
racing starts,
racing
starts, okay?
Nearly over.
That's clear. Thank you.
And we're going to do.
Can you move me, please, to the
go straight
pro
into
channel
quali, I guess.
after the briefing?
Yeah, we'll do. No problem.
No.
Okay, as Evan piped up, track limits.
Defined by the white lines, lads. Don't take the fucking piss. There you go, I did it.
Yeah, the green stuff is not track.
Yeah, coming up onto turn 5, right, which is one where you come up through the S's, and the temptation there is to run off. Okay, we're gonna say that, track is defined by the white lines. Obviously, a lot of people are using an awful lot of track.
I was going slightly wide.
Just with the M8s coming up behind the M4s on lap 6, 7 there, the temptation is to keep on the power onto the last section for the M8. The M4 is going to wash up onto the curb, and what we've seen an awful lot is an incident happening there where the M4 gets a wheel onto the grass and turns in on top of the M8s as they're coming past. Just watch for that. So for everyone in the M4, you're technically off the track there with 4 wheels off. You're coming back on, so the incident is yours. What you're better off doing is realizing you have a different exit line out of that corner than the M8s are going to take. They have more power. Just stay over to the right hand side and let the guys come past there.
Yeah, it's easiest for us just to stay off the power for a split second, and we can just tuck in under the M4 and down the straight and we're gone.
Yeah, now I'd be amazed if we're going to have 15 laps without anyone doing that, but just keep it in mind if you can. Any other questions?
Matt, go do some laps now.
2 minutes to go.
No questions.
No questions.
Okay, can I just pull back down to just to have a quick review of Le Mans and some of the things that we've seen in Le Mans that we'd like to call out for this one. The last lap of Le Mans, people were just going for absolute ridiculous moves, right? Leaving their braking way later or really forcing guys off the track. Just with this, we get it, but it's racing. But just try and keep cool heads on the last lap going around. It's not do or die. There is a championship at play here. You're losing points. You're wrecking someone else's race. If it does happen in the first race, just cool the jets, lads. There's a 2-minute warm-up. You don't need to be on the driver channel hounding each other out of it. Keep it until after the race if you can. And definitely don't carry it over into the second race, which could happen here at this one. The other thing was, especially for the quicker cars in the M8s, you can't drive around as if the M4s aren't on the track, right? So that's just not an excuse, and you can't be blaming the other driver if
it's going to be insanely tight racing.
If they're on, we had one person basically telling us
straight.
that the M4 shouldn't have been there. It is there. It's on the track. It's got a right to be there. So that's not going to be an excuse. That's going to be accepted. And then just from the last bit of
there we go.
Le Mans, just bring the cars around, lads. I think the VRA lads were doing this epic 3-wide shot at the end of the stream, and then one of them came over the top. You probably didn't realise it was all in the stream, but just drive it back to the pits if you can.
Here's one. Can you try, whoever does end up finishing 1, 2, 3, do your cool down lap and then just park up kind of on the front straight somewhere and take a picture.
We say that every race. Look,
yeah,
I think
we say it every, it won't happen
there, right?
If anyone does.
Last bit, it's a 15 lap race. No donuts. 14. But anyway, enjoy it.
Just going to quality now.
Right, good luck.
Right. Jump into your team.
Here goes.
I'll drag down.
Just
Brendan, I'll drag you down into Pro-Am there as well.
16th place.
There we go. Should be able to hear me better now. And I'm just going to jump into another channel. Jump into the Pro-Am channel. Yes. It's the crack, lads. It's the crack, lads. Yeah, we are in quali, guys. Quali is live.
Limit is 72 kilometers per hour. If it takes it is clear, push now. We have
Do this. Right. So for quali, we have the track completely to ourselves. So in round 1, we shared the track. Now, some people must have complained about that or whatever. I actually do prefer quali laps where we're sharing the track, but with 60 cars and the 2 classes and just the trickiness of this track, I can kind of understand why they're doing it. So yeah, I can understand why we're allowed to quali on our own. I think it's a bit unrealistic to quali on our own. I think if anything, we should have separate, quali sessions maybe. Not that I want to spend more time waiting in the pits, but that would be more realistic, So I had no say over this setup. This is a fixed setup. So the lads in Digital Motorsport come up with this setup. I think people can give feedback, alright, but I'm happy enough. If everybody's on the same setup, go for it. Sometimes the setup doesn't suit me, but here we go. We're green. This is our first proper quali lap. Let's just put in a banker. Stay nice and tight here. Fourth gear. Hard on the brakes and in tight there. Try not to make it over rotate here. This is a blind entry to this corner. Very, very hard to gauge it. Hard on the brakes here. Oh, that's too wide. Lost a lot of time there. You can see my delta at the top of the screen. It's going down. Not in a good way. Oh, that's too wide. And these cars have dynamic stability control as well. And we can't actually... This is my traction control button. Trying to change it, can't change it. So... people are already putting in laps. They're the fast boys. So you can see they're doing 114s, 115s. They're the M8s. We're just coming up to the start finish in a minute. This is like a 128. Need to be doing better than this.
6th place.
So that's P6. That is P6 in my class. That's not great. And that's only 6th place for now. I definitely want to do a 127 in quali. Go down the list here. So you should be able to see in the top left roughly where I'm stacking up. Too high a gear there. P8, Nathan Healy ahead of me. Damien McMullen ahead of me. Still on for a 127 here. So hopefully get a good quality lap here.
The leader's just done it. 126.
Weird on the stream without Flea and Chris. And a lot of the regular viewers are actually driving right now, which is cool as well. You can see a load of people from the Discord community. Right, that was a 127.7.
P5.
Good lap. P5.
127.71.
Could have done so much better in that corner.
The guy in front has just done a 128.29.
Oh, that's a bit wide. Damn it. Lost a bit of time there. We're in P6. Flea isn't feeling too well. I know, a stream without Flea. Is that a stream? Can you still call it a stream? Should be carrying more speed through that corner. Kevin Shine is ahead of me. So we're ahead of Nathan by only 1/100th of a second. Oh, braked too late. You wouldn't mind, but I thought I was doing okay there. Messed it up on the last corner. Damn it. Right, we're P7. Brendan Stone snuck in at 126. Nice one, Brendan. That's the end of our quali session. If we quali top 10, I'll be happy enough with that. Let's have a look at the results here. Can I? All classes. Alright, here we are. So Alex Denning, David McGuire, Harry McGovern, Brendan Stone, Christopher McCann, Kevin Shine. Then there's me. I'm in P8 now, I think. No, still P7. Nathan Healy, Evan Griffin, Michael McGuinness, Mark Burney, Hal Montero, Shane Connolly, Damien McMullen is down there. Lads, these... How are they? Alright, it shows their best practice laps. Cheers, lads. Good luck.
Alright, good luck.
It's going to be a rolling start, guys. Cheers. Alright, it's time for beer. Do it. Native IPA. It's a big American IPA, especially for Flea, and he's not even here. The race is starting now.
That's the end of the session. P7.
Oh, it tastes. It's a bit weird. I'll drink it. Take it. Be grand. So we've 2 races. Yeah, should be good crack.
1 lap to green. Line up on the right side. Closed. Pit road is closed.
Alright, which not showing my position. This fucking screen is after hanging again. Nice. I need to run the newer firmware of this. Cheers, SMX. It sucks because I rely on that information a lot. This is the screen at the top left that I'm gonna have for the most of the race. I don't care about my lap times. I care about who's in front of me and who's behind me. So not many cars behind me. Maybe they haven't gridded up yet. Are there only 11 cars? More than that, I think. Excited. Let's do this. So this is, for those of you who don't know, I guess, this is in association with Motorsport Ireland. So it's in association with an actual real motorsports governing body. Stay behind the number 8 car.
Follow the safety car in the right column.
Demo, you in?
Yeah, I'm here.
I just don't see it.
That's Christopher McCann ahead of me.
5 car, catch up. 1 car, catch up. 26 car, catch up. 34 car, catch up. 81 car, catch up. 2 car.
I think we're actually not allowed to weave on this lap. Cold brakes, cold tires, it's going to be mighty crack. Let's do this. Anyone else nervous? Anybody feeling what I'm feeling? There's a lot at stake here, lads. Great time to give a huge shout out to my channel sponsors. Cube Controls, digitalmotorsports.com, and Cork Credit Unions, and of course all my beautiful channel members on the right hand side. If you want to see what all those different levels mean, just click the join button. It won't do anything or charge you any money. It'll show you what the different packages are, yeah, just check it. So on YouTube, hit the join button, or else go to my Patreon. The Patreon should be in the links below the video as well. So yeah, the image is supposed to be over the screen because I'm just talking about my channel members and stuff. We're just on the formation lap here. So alright, go away channel members, let's do this shit. Let's do this. Let's get to it. Ooh, that's a lot of cars behind me in my mirror. So we just have to keep it safe, guys. That going way up.
Going green.
Alright, we're going green in a sec, guys. Like to get the inside, but car on my left. They're going. There we go. Green, green, green. Let's do this.
Take it easy.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear
Go, lad.
Ooh, cold tires there. Wasn't a great idea. Braking nice and early here. Don't go full ham. I think the issue is going to be when the M8s come into the picture. It's in for a good exit here. Got a good exit, but so did the cars in front of me. I'm also not 100% sure of the line that the other cars take. I'm just being a little bit tentative. Let's do this, Josh. I think we lost one position. Not 100% sure. Send it. Lick the stamp and fucking send it. Nice and early on the brakes here. Nearly got a purple car up my arse there. Right. That was Nathan, nearly went up my arse there.
P8.
P8, so we're top 10. Lots still to happen. Everything's very civilized. This is like a calm before the storm, I think. Only a matter of time before people start getting impatient. Very tidy. Like if I was on my own, I would be going, I would be braking a lot later here and stuff. Tried to get a slightly different line there, get a better exit. Didn't work out for me. And these cars have little to no slipstream. With each other anyway. The M8s give a good bit of slipstream when they pass out. Don't want to get too close. Made that mistake before. And iRacing punishes you when you get too close and you can't see your braking point.
Your lap time was at 128.36.
Definitely have the pace. Like if I was a braver driver, I'd be going for it. It's not worth it though. Not with my limited talent. I want others around me to enjoy the racing too though. Nathan is all over me. This is the important corner. I just can't get a better exit there than anyone else. Yeah.
This fucker's trying to distract you. Don't let him.
Flea not feeling well. Yeah, I want to get close to their asses, but then I end up losing my braking points and stuff. And there aren't, you know, there's not a crazy amount of overtaking opportunity on this track.
That was 128.33.
So we're doing 128.33. That's not ridiculously slow. Need to be cautious of the send. Well, I know Nathan's not going to send it behind me because he's a very disciplined driver. But I do worry. Oh shit. There we go. Car nearly went. That car is pinging a bit. Ooh.
Stay on your line. Clear on the left.
Got a little lucky there. Did see him going wide, but a little bit lucky. That's one position. Brendan Stone ahead of us.
7th position. Here come the VTE runners.
And Brendan Stone is actually one of the guys who worked on my Sylvia restoration.
Blue flag.
So here come the fast boys, lads. Our job as M4s is to stay on our line. Oh shit, shit, shit.
Stone in front is now 0.6.
Wow.
You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy.
We're getting blue flagged all over the place. That's all good.
There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you. These guys are scrapping for position.
I know they are.
Right side. Right side is clear now. Car right. Clear right side.
Blue flag.
On your right. Clear on the right.
Phew, this is tense, lads.
Blue flag.
Car right. Clear on the right. Right side. The right is clear. Right side is clear now.
There's a group of faster cars behind. They're
Just
racing
need to
for
be
position.
conscious when you are leaving that space, because I know they're going to dive up the inside.
Blue flag.
Just need to be a little bit conscious that you don't want an M4 diving up in behind you. So I got into their slipstream a bit. I should have been quicker off the mark.
Car left. The left is clear. You got a straight car on
Blue
the
flag.
left. Go right.
Incident. Don't know if there were any M4s involved in that.
Car is on your right.
Faster cars can get past here.
Right side is clear.
Alright, we're capitalizing here.
On your left. Left side is clear now.
So that's what I was talking about.
Fantastic. Now keep
He was distracted by the faster cars, so I snuck it in there. Oh, you fucking... Oh, for God's sake.
blue flag. Faster cars
That's just
approaching.
nonsense, like.
Fuck's sake.
I have the racing line, like. Got punted by an M8.
No, the lad in front of me did.
That was me, I'd say.
Right side is clear now.
Fucking nerve-wracking when they come by.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. Faster car behind.
That sucks. Alright, we've definitely lost loads of places there, guys. This is, oh well. Look, it's oh well, it's actually not that long a race. We're 6 laps of 15 into it.
Blue flag.
Just sucks getting punted for that, like that for no reason. After we stayed so tidy, and it was one of the faster cars that did it. Hopefully we got away without too much damage.
Blue flag.
Do have a little bit of space to try and reel in some cars. sucks though. I hate when you get binned like that. You know, this is supposed to be a high standard racing league, and there was just no need for that. Especially because I was, you know, up into P7 or 6. Oh, that's too wide, Lawrence. So I'm in P10 now. What a load of shit. Anyway, top 10 finish. Let's do it. Back it anyway. Need more beer. Don't know who it was that binned me. Don't really care. Let's have a battle with Brendan here.
There's a faster class car behind. P8, good lap. That's your best in the session.
Go easy on the tires here.
Alright, clear right now. Left side.
Might have gotten the run here.
Left is clear now. Left side. Clear left.
The car behind's a faster class.
I think I got a better exit. Yes.
You get a bit of damage from his shunt.
Yeah, I think so.
Hold your line. The left side is clear.
Awesome. Well done.
Alright, that's up into P9.
On your left. Clear on the left.
Okay, back up into P9.
P9.
You unsubscribed from my racing. Life is frustrating enough. Kind of need to short shift into 4th there. You don't want too much power going through the rear wheels, even with the stability control. That's a good exit, Lawrence. Oh, a bit bumpy, but decent exit. Evan Griffin is 7 seconds ahead.
Faster car approaching. It's their class leader. Blue flag.
This is Michael Cullen in front of me, but he's in P15. You can see the 15 on the left, top left. That's Peter Dempsey. He's the race leader. That's his second time going past, only 9 laps in. I wasn't expecting to see him again until lap 11 or lap 12.
There's a group of faster cars behind you. They're racing for position.
I understand that, Jeff, but
Clear right. Right side. Right is clear.
Fucking
P7. Blue flag.
there's constant blue flags here. And he's going up and around.
Push now, we can catch this guy.
The laps that I'm doing are not bad considering the traffic and stuff.
Blue flag.
Oh, seriously?
On your left.
Did you get M8'd as well?
On your left. Clear on the left now.
Blue flag.
On your right. right side.
Damn it. Should have done better there.
Faster cars approaching.
Right side. Right side is clear now.
Blue flag.
Car right.
We haven't hit our 100 messages in chat yet, lads. You'd know Flea and Chris aren't here.
On your left.
That's just a dive, is it?
Left side. Still there. Clear left.
Blue flag.
So that wasn't for a position.
There's a faster car approaching.
Right side. Still there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Just want a decent race, lads. Is it too hard to just give each other a bit of space?
On your right. Clear on the right. Blue
flag.
Oh, you prick.
Car left. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear left.
Shite.
Just cut the track.
I know, Jeff. I was there. I'm well aware. Tires are a little bit weird after that shunt. Sorry guys, let's just see it through to the finish. Look, if it's happening to me, it's definitely happening to other drivers.
Blue flag.
It just really sucks. That's twice now I've been punted. And considering the pace that I have, should be doing a lot better.
Clear left. Car right. Clear right now. On your right. Right is clear now.
So for those of you who've just joined the stream, I'm not slow. Those cars are in a different class. And I don't mean they're, well, they are actually more talented drivers. But not just that, they have far more powerful cars.
There's a faster class car approaching.
Car on your right. The right is clear. Right
Jesus.
side is clear now.
When they just lunge it up the inside, there's nowhere for us to go, like.
Right is clear now.
Blue flag.
Car on your right. Right side
God's
is clear.
sake. We're having to end up, we're ending up having to drive off our line. Usually you get notified.
White flag. One more lap to go.
Nothing. Weird. That's strange, Dylan. I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, notifications sometimes are a bit weird. The best way to get the notifications is to join the Discord channel. Might have gotten black flagged. We're up into P7. So look, I would be happy. We've got 3 laps left. Damn it. This is only the heat race. There is another race. So don't worry too much about it.
There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag.
I'm not sure what way the grading is going to work, actually. I don't think it's going to be reverse grid.
Car right. Clear right.
One more to go.
My car is damaged. So I'm not carrying the speed that I was before I got punted twice. But P7 is solid. Championship points. Not where we want to be though. I really want a podium tonight, guys. I feel that I have the pace for a podium. I just don't have the luck. Nobody in my class has caught me yet.
There's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag.
Left side. Clear left now.
Who's that?
Car right. Right side is clear now.
Oh, that was Max Hart. I think. Yeah. Was it Max that, or was it Shane Connolly that I passed? I'm not sure. There's no break between the races either. Well, like a minute. But it's checkered flag.
P7.
P7. Ugh. Nathan got P5, nice one. Chris McCann got P3.
Better than I thought I'd do.
Yeah, nice one, Nathan. I got punted twice by M8s. Actually, once by M8s. Once by an M4.
That's not my confidence.
Where'd you finish up, Damien?
P9.
That's alright, top 10. How many M4s are there?
15.
That's alright.
Where'd you finish, Lawrence?
P7.
Not bad. Good recovery.
Ah, it sucks. It, like, all things considered, it sucks. Cheers, Mark. Yeah, we're about to go into the next race now.
There for a nice while. Checkered flags out. 7th position.
So warm up is 2 minutes. I might just run to the jacks. Back in a sec.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to disconnect when I went to the grid.
Oh.
Joined past the middle of the race. Still made it 16th, so I'm just wondering if I have a minimum of laps to get points or not. Because I was 10 laps behind everyone.
Don't think so. I think you have to be within
Track
60%.
temperature's falling. It's now
Really?
22 Celsius.
No points on the first race. At least I'll be able to make it the second race unless the connection goes off again.
There we go. You'd really know the lads are gone because there's no potato spam in the chat. We've got 15 seconds left. Let's do this. Excited. You want that GT? Yeah, that is a lovely rim. I can't wait to release a review on that. Got a pretty cool review coming up for that. This one is actually pretty special. This wheel costs €840. It's a bit nuts, but it's like, it's gorgeous. It's like, it's a true to life replica. All the different curves and stuff in it are all correct. So.
Right. Ooh, we have 2 M8s in front of me.
Haha.
3, so it's increasing. So good luck, guys. I'll be starting last, so I'll pick up the remains.
I'll show you the rim in a bit more detail at the end of the stream here. So this is another 15 lap race, same duration, and this would be a great time to share this. Share it if you're in Discord communities. They usually have a channel where you can share this kind of stuff. Facebook, you can share it, or whatever. Share it with your friends. Share it on your personal Facebook page.
Do we have M8 rounders?
We do, yeah.
You will have, yeah, at least 3. I can count 3.
The track temp is 22 Celsius. The air temp is 18 Celsius.
I just want to
Do this. Excited. What's the story? G-Man era. Hey Billy Goat, what's the crack?
Good rest on that.
It's gas when there are when some of the regulars aren't here. It's fun to see other people chatting. I'm sure a lot of you guys watch regularly but don't chat as much because chat is very chatty. But great to see you putting chat and the chat messages into chat, guys. Right, I think the formula that we applied.
First 5 laps are like all neck and neck.
Gonna get a penalty, boys.
The formula that we had for the previous race, that's exactly what we need to do here again. How are the cheers, Ian? How are the sound levels, guys? Can you guys hear the in-game well enough? I know you guys can hear me.
Brendan, watch out for Cullen. He takes everyone out.
Where? How do I know which one he is?
Right behind us.
Yes.
M4, I think.
I think that's who took me out.
I don't know who's who in this.
Excited, lads. I really do like these rolling starts. Kind of, I did a bit of ACC. The rolling starts and that are quite nice. But this format with no indicators on screen and stuff like that is nice and realistic. You don't have. It's not as neat, but here we go.
Any field tires go off?
Yeah, towards the last couple.
Probably from the 10 laps onward, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did, but I think it was from the couple of slides that I had from the punts.
Yeah.
Those S's are killing the tires.
Yeah. I only got 2 or 3 clean runs at the S's. Alright, we're about to go, guys. Enjoy the shit out of it.
Alright, yeah, good luck, guys.
Good luck, guys.
We're not gone yet. We're not gone yet.
Green.
100.
Oh shit.
Sorry, Ned.
That was a little brown trousers moment. Get up the inside here.
Stay on your line. The left is clear.
Alright. Cheers, MH, for confusing matters. Short shift there. Made up 2 positions. Right, let's fucking attack this now, guys.
That's me gone, lads.
Saw that.
Alright, let's do this. Game is a little bit quiet. I guess it's better than the game being too loud. Alright, my heart is pumping out of my chest now, guys. Made up 2 positions. I think we're in P5 and they're the 4 cars ahead of us. Yeah, I did put the game down a little bit too quiet. Little hesitant on the throttle, Jesus. I hate when they just stick it in there.
Slow down and don't know why.
Oh, went way too wide there.
Right side, clear on the right.
Those M8s just started at the back. Not 100% sure why though. Oh, Lawrence, come on. Dave McGuire is breathing down my neck. I'm in P4, I think. Right. Adjusted my game sound. There we go. Should be good now. Just try to keep it tidy now, guys. .4 seconds to the guy behind me.
Sector 1 is 1.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.8.
Oh, it's
off
not the
pace.
time to mess up
Sector 3 times
this
quick.
turn. He's bouncing all over the place.
On your left.
Wow, he's quick, lads.
Still there.
Keep the inside.
Still there.
Still there, hold your line.
Still there. Left is clear. On your right. Clear right. Right side. Still there. Still there.
Phew, it's still on my right.
Hold your line. Stay there. Still there. Stay there.
Oh, lads, why are you pushing me off the fucking track like?
Stay there. Clear right now.
Can't be arsed racing with him if he's gonna be pushing me like that.
Right side. Right side is
Backed
clear
off because of the M8. Really can't be arsed racing with someone who pushes me like that.
We've been warned about track limits. E5.
I often do that if someone's that aggressive when they're driving. There's no point. I'm here to enjoy my racing. There's Nathan just behind me. Bollocks.
Gap to Healy. Behind is now 0.16.
Bring your blasting.
A lot, yeah. Disappearing all over the
Right.
place.
Can't even know where he is. You're flashing. Your ping is up again.
How was that an off track?
Keep it within the track limits.
I thought it was 2 wheels off, no?
At the moment, anyway.
And of course, your man pushing into me got me a 4x
Didn't know where he was there,
at
lads.
the top.
Just boys just got smothered there with the M8s on cold tires. Oh my god.
I think he's eventually going to bin it, lads. He's very on the edge. Nathan's a second behind. This guy's a second ahead.
The gap in front is now 0.8.
Messaging me. Saying it's crew chief is saying different gaps to what the actual gaps are. But all good. We're in P5, guys.
You're being caught by the GTE cars. Blue flag. Car is on your right. Clear right side.
Another one coming.
Right side. The right is clear. Right side is clear now. Fastest lap. You've just done a 127.40.
127.4 is good.
Blue flag.
Quite happy with that.
approaching. They're fighting for position.
Car right. Right is clear.
Blue flag.
Car left.
Got through there safely.
Stay there. Clear on the left now.
Get into their slipstream.
Blue flag.
Got me right up behind Dave McGuire
On
again.
your right.
There's a group of faster cars bearing down on you. These guys are scrapping for position.
Right side is clear.
This is tense, lads.
Left side. Hold your line. On your right. Right side is clear now.
Once they're beside you, regular racing rules apply. So they're allowed to get up alongside you.
Car is on your right. Clear right.
Sector 2 is 0.8. Off the pace. There's a faster car approaching.
This is not good for my nerves, lads.
Bunted by an M8. First one. Okay, let's see how many more.
Blue flag.
On your left. Clear left.
Probably better off not hitting that bump.
Left side is clear. On your left. Clear on the left.
Blue flag. There's a group of faster cars behind. The gap to Healy behind.
Josh
is
Millen
increasing.
behind
It's
me.
now 3.3 seconds.
Right side. Clear on the right.
I get in the slipstream.
Left side. Left is clear.
Blue flag.
Just non-stop blue flags here with the multi-class. This is nuts.
Car on your right. Clear on the right.
There's a group of faster cars behind. They're racing for position.
Gave them a bit of space there.
Your lap time was 1:27.80. Blue flag.
David McGuire ahead of me is pulling away.
Car right.
Like seriously, why the fuck punt me?
Clear on the right.
Blue flag. B5.
Car left.
Faster car behind.
I got another 4x there from an M8 just touching my car.
Left side is clear now.
Won't be long reaching the 17x limit. I haven't put a foot wrong. Well, that's easy for me to say. David McGuire ahead of me is doing a good job of controlling his position. He's keeping the elbows out even with the M8s.
Car on your right. Clear on the right.
That Peter McCann.
Blue flag. Blue flag.
There we go. He's going to go past me. That's Robert Moore.
Right is clear now.
You're halfway home. Your fuel is fine. That lap was a 1:28.10. Sector 1 is 0.8.
You guys still there on the chat? Everyone's very quiet with the tension. Oh, stay on the track, Lawrence. We haven't gotten punted yet, which is great. No worries, Scott, dude. You don't need to apologize, but cheers for coming in and dropping a comment.
There's a faster class car behind.
Right, this faster class car, that's Evan. He should easily blitz me here. He might give me a bit of tow. Go on, Evan. Give me a bit of a tow, Evan.
Clear on the right.
What's he doing?
On your right. Still there. Right is clear now.
Blue flag. Yellow flag. Caution.
Oh, a car off. Is that a position? Was that a back marker? I think it might have been a back marker. Haha, no fingernails left. Yeah, it's tense, isn't it? I wouldn't mind a podium. Podium get prize money. Not that the money is important, but just to say that I've won a prize in a sim race would be epic, because I've never actually done that before.
The gap in front is now 2.9.
Get on that track. What position? We're still in 5th. So we've got Dave McGuire and Chris McCann ahead of us. P5 is pretty okay though. I would have taken it before the race. Let's have some more beer. Let's put this P5 in doubt.
Car on your right. Clear on the right.
Get into a slipstream a little bit. Whoa. Oh, Evan Griffin. He's usually quicker than me. He's a lap down, he's P13. 5 laps left.
Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Good consistency. We're doing 127s in race. That's...
The group of faster cars behind.
Of course there is, Jeff.
On your right. Right is clear. Car right. The right is clear. Right side is clear now.
Oh, the car off. Oh, we nearly died. Oh my god. I think we just inherited P3, guys. Instant replay for you guys. Oh, the car off. Oh.
Second one.
Oh my god. Christ. We're up into P3. Hey Wayne, what's the crack? Welcome along. If anybody has spare browser tabs, go check out Speed Force Sim Racer on Facebook. Oh shit. That's... Poor. Get it together, Lawrence. Max Hart is 5.8 seconds behind.
There's a faster car bearing down on you. He's the class leader. The gap to Hart behind is now 5.7. 3. Blue flag. 2 to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium.
Right, he's going to easily get around me.
Right side is clear now.
Blue flag.
Car left.
Oh, for God's sake, like, you can't just stick it up the inside like that. That's ridiculous. We're supposed to be allowed to have the line. Like, they need to understand that these cars are just not as agile as the M8s are.
Right side is clear.
He's got a picture of Ronan on the back of it.
Right side. Right is clear now.
There's a faster car approaching.
Car on your right. Clear right side.
The gap in front is now 15 seconds.
I wonder who's P1 and P2 in our class. Oh lads, it's the penultimate lap. And we're in P3.
Last lap, bring it on home.
Nearly there, lads. Not over till it's over.
There's a group of faster cars behind.
Right side. Right side is clear now.
Really need to sacrifice some time to let them pass, because the last thing I want is to get punted. Not when I've got a 6-second gap, 6.6 second gap behind me. I should be able to protect that, no problem.
Yellow flag. Watch
Provided
out.
I don't get punted.
Blue flag.
Car went off.
Car right.
Let's get into this car slipstream. Alright, let's do this. Final lap, lads. We're in P3. Podium gets prize money.
There's a faster class car behind.
Alright. Keep half an eye on the mirrors. I'm gonna go wide. Josh Malin. I like Josh Malin. He's like real.
Great drive. That's a podium.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Nice run. Solid work.
Fucking yes! Yes! P3. Yes! Delighted with that. Yes! Harry McGovern was in P2. Oh lads, I'm delighted with that. Yes! This is my first ever podium in digital motorsports, lads. You've all witnessed it. Shame Flea and
It's impossible to drive with the M8s.
Flea and Chris weren't here. There's Nathan. Oh lads, P3. Yes, I know I got it under lucky circumstances.
That was a tough race, alright.
A nice lucky dodge, but I had some decent racing this lap, this race, thankfully. Oh lads, I'm sweating. I promised you I'd show you that. I got podium, P3.
Well done,
Ah, nice one.
Delighted.
Congratulations.
Lads, I was trying not to bully them but Joe, I think I give you a bit of a scale. Maybe 5th lap, sorry about that.
Podium well deserved.
That's fine.
Nice one, Ian. Thank you very much, man. You absolute legend. Cheers for that, dude. Yeah, man, I'm over the moon. So I'm gonna stay in the voice chat. We're just kind of doing a cool down lap here. I may as well just see it through to the finish because there is Digital Motorsport are doing their own stream. Thanks a million, Ronan. Cheers. And thanks, Alex, man. Yeah, absolutely, lads. I'm over the moon. You can probably see it in my face. That is more beer. I'm delighted. I'm delighted that I went. I went to Pro-Am. It's not easier. It's actually very, very hard.
From Darren's proud for you.
Thanks a million, man. The thing that's great about it is
redemption from the first one.
The people who are
Way better than the first one, yeah.
The people who are the people who are
stopping here.
can't even think. The people who are super competitive and want the glory, they try to get into pro. The people who are in pro-am aren't slow. They're very, very quick drivers. But yeah, it's just not as serious. So hey, we hit the 100 messages. Nice one. All right, let's have a look at this. So I'm gonna stay in the voice chat here because I don't know what exactly is gonna happen. We might get a hint of an interview. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, we'll see. Stick around for that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna show you guys this. Check that shit out. This is, so you guys probably see loads of these on Facebook, on different social media, Instagram. You probably see loads of people make this style wheel. The thing that's different about this one and the thing that makes this €840 is this. See that? This metal plate is curved exactly like the real deal. These buttons, these ones, they are the exact buttons that they use in the real cars. if one of your buttons fails in your real car, take one of these, slot it in, goes straight in there. This is not a sim racing wheel. It is a sim racing wheel. You can use it on your sim racing system. This is an exact replica of the real deal. Look at the back of this. Those of you who've been watching my social media today probably seen this. Look at that. Now the quick release is my own, but it goes with it perfectly. Look at the actual 3D printed housing that's coated in carbon fiber. Look at that. Is that not absolutely sexy? And then my favorite part about, I'm spoiling my review here. My favorite part about it, watch this. That is the nicest gear shifter of any. I mean, it's nicer than my Cube controls, nicer than Asher, nicer than Simagic. That is absolutely glorious. Love that. Really, really nice. Yeah, 840 quid though. It's not for the faint-hearted. People who buy this type of thing want authenticity. One of the big things that you wouldn't get with this is you don't get a directional hat. So if you look at, for instance, let's just take, I don't have a directional hat on that. Let's just take this here. If we look at this here, this is a directional hat that goes up, down, left, right. It rotates, so it's a rotary encoder, and it clicks down. That's extremely handy for, and you guys can see on the top left there, I'm scrolling through stuff. So it's got one of these as well. Allows me to change that menu in the top left.
That's my exits for people driving me out to grass.
So really, really cool. But yeah, this one is a real life replica. This is for the people who want something that, you know, you put this beside the real deal, you won't know the difference.
Fun until the M8 showed up.
Yeah.
Pretty damn cool. These are made in Poland. Do go check out Rosso Sim Racing. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous wheel. I'm going to see what the crack is here.
For these two cars, is it really?
No.
Well, I think to do this, you would have to be way
Just listen to the
longer
lads here.
races, maybe 1-2 hours. In short sprints, it just
What the lads
breaks
are
all
saying.
the race. It might happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment I have that wheel up, this wheel, and I have my
Until it's just you're in the middle of a
this
freight
one.
train.
This is a beautiful little wheel as well. This is two of those directional hats. So it's really,
Close your
really
eyes
nice.
and
Lovely
hope
when
for
you're
the
getting
best.
into a little open wheeler that
Yeah, well
doesn't
done with
have
your
a
hand,
screen
Michael,
and
as
all
well.
that.
Yeah, with
Really
one
cool.
hand and a connection each, it was still faster than me.
And then of course I've got my
So
my round trim here as well. It's the magic. I need to
broke a
warm
plate on
up
it.
doing stuff.
Flashed the
I
whole
just
rest up.
haven't gotten the
You're
boots
a
yet to
lucky
do
boy.
it. But
The plate tried to do him in.
840.
tried to
I
do
know,
me
man.
in.
I know. I
Try-
didn't
try-
pay 840 quid for it.
Time
I
to buy
only
a
have that in
dishwasher.
for review. It's they're
Early get Wi-Fi, never mind.
they're
new
damn expensive
technology like
toys.
dishwashers.
really, really, really expensive toys. That's what
That's
they
your
are.
excuse never to do the dishes again.
Yeah, 'cause I
I'm-
can't.
So I think the interviews are only with race
I
winners.
just cut my wrist the last time.
Not 100% sure though.
You can simply get PTSD at this point. I'm afraid of dishes.
Yeah. All right. What time have we? We have 20 to 10.
Lawrence,
Yes, sir.
what rim are you on tonight?
I'm using the Formula CSX2.
Okay, I thought you were using the other one.
I was thinking about it, but navigating through the menus and stuff like that is just very, very handy when you have a directional hat. And the GT3 rim that I have in for review is an exact replica of the real deal, and they don't have directional hats and stuff like that. So, and seeing as I practiced on the CSX2, I said I may as well just do it on the CSX2.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Did you see that I am probably getting a GTX in for review?
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
nice, but I'm not going on it.
Which one?
Absolutely. That's the new Cube Controls wheel. It's like the starting price.
Oh, the one that is like almost 2,000, right?
Yeah, the starting price is €1,599.
I saw that.
They can stay there.
It looked very
Maybe.
good, but I can't see how you can justify 2,000 for a wheel.
Well,
Let me know when you have it in. I'm gonna call over and see it.
definitely. Well, like people do justify it. You know, like a set of golf clubs can easily cost you that. You know, easily. So it depends on your hobbies. Like I know lots of people who have the CSX2, and the CSX2 is 1,500.
But it's the steering wheel. It's not the engine. The engine is cheaper at that point. No matter where you go.
It's about the experience. It's like flying first class as opposed to flying, you know.
I don't know what that is. I always do economy. I'm a cheap bastard.
I've walked through first class. They look like the type who people in first class can't afford Cube Control's wheels because they spent all their money on a ticket.
Yeah.
What's the story, Brad? P3, Brad. My first digital motorsports podium. Absolutely fucking delighted.
Video that I saw this week that my mate sent me about, I think it was this track day in Monza.
What are the lads saying?
And this guy in this Porsche, I don't know what was it. I think it was a GT3 RS. I'm not sure.
A story about track day.
He missed his braking point and he hit a Pagani Huayra.
Oh no! Oh,
the guy got out of the car and kneeled on the floor crying. The guy from the Pagani just got out and said, "Yeah, are you fine? Everything was." He didn't care. So if you have money for a Pagani, you probably have money for another one.
Oh man, wrecking your supercar is one thing, but when the damage costs more than your supercar, that's terrible.
Yeah. I could feel the pain of the guy.
Thanks,
Not
Brad.
only did he ruin his car, he ruined a car
were you racing
that
at the moment,
was
Brad?
way more expensive than his own
Are you
car.
doing any racing at the moment? You'll have to wear gloves. No, I can. They never say. When I do my tests, I always do them with gloves and without gloves. So I actually have gloves here. I thought about using them tonight, but I was a little bit under pressure. But I do have race gloves here, and I do find that I'm a little bit more precise, especially with direct drive. I'm just a little bit more. I have a little bit more grip on the wheel, and especially for longer stints, I do actually. You love flying business class. Like, why don't you own a Cube Controlled CSX2, or a Cube Controls GTX, because you fly business class. I guess there's business class and then there's first class, right? Brad, you can explain it to us. Oh, you got your VTCC win. Nice.
Take it easy, bud.
Take it easy. Can't even comprehend spending on a wheel. Still at school using a G29. I mean, put it into perspective, Ronan. I'm 35.
Yeah, lads, I'm gonna drop.
That's pretty much, you know,
Look out.
twice the school leaving age. So I've had a lot of years to, you know, put a few quid aside and all that kind of stuff. Made some good decisions, and I've gotten pretty damn lucky over time. So that's why I have this kind of stuff. But to be honest, the main reason that I have this kind of stuff now is because I turned my sim racing into the channel, the business. There are 29 of you watching right now, and I'm talking about products. That is why people send me products. The products that I don't like, I generally don't, you know, talk about or use too much. And a lot of them I send back. Some of the stuff I get sent, I don't actually ever do a review on because I don't like it. I give them some feedback, and if they want to send it back to me after they've made their adjustments, by all means. But I want my reviews to be, you know, nice and constructive and friendly. There's no point in doing a shitty review and slating a product. So with the territory, you get you have a lot of responsibility, I guess. Poor decisions buying hot tubs. I saw your hot tub, dude. That is fucking epic. You need to post a photo of your hot tub in my Discord, dude. Anybody who's not in my Discord, I'm just gonna post the link there because the Discord is where the crack happens. bit.ly/LD Discord. So click that, join it. If you're not familiar with Discord, it's pretty much like Facebook Messenger or any messaging app, but there are loads of different topics. It's kind of the closest thing you can kind of compare it to is an old school forum. Did I keep the Mecha Cup 1 pedals? I knew somebody was going to ask. I can confirm that my Feel VR pedals are in the box over there. I have the Mecha Cup 1s on my rig. I haven't bought them yet. They've told me that they've given me the option to buy them. They told me if I'm enjoying them, hang on to them for a while, because they they, again, exactly what I was just talking about. They like the fact that I'm using them. They like the fact that I like them. And I've unboxed them. That box can't be sold on. They're a demo model, effectively. And I really, really fucking like them. Really like them. They're class. They're I've made more adjustments even since my review. I had a little bit of time, and yeah, I just really like them. You see, I got a podium tonight. My first race, I got a P7. I got punted twice, still got P7, and braking is absolutely vital in this car. So thanks a million, Mark. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream here, guys. I'd love to stay chatting all night, but I really want to go and have a cup of tea, spend some time with my wife, and yeah, that's the crack. So P7 in race 1, P3 in race 2. I think I'm proud enough of it. My first ever digital motorsports podium, so I'll remember this for a long, long time. And thanks a million everybody for watching. We didn't have Flea, we didn't have Chris tonight. We still had about 30 people on the stream. So really, really, what are they like compared? Name on request. They're compared to the Ultimates. I've used the Ultimates, but I haven't had the Ultimates on my rig. The Ultimates and the Sprints, like I follow a lot of discussion about them. A lot of people say, well, the Ultimates are obviously better. The Ultimates have a bit more travel, which I love, and it's probably part of the reason why I love the Cup ones as well. The Sprints are very hard. It's like pushing against a thick sheet of metal. There's very little give in it. So from my limited knowledge, I think that the Cup ones might actually sit in between the Sprints and the Ultimates. I would love to have a set of Ultimates on my rig for a month and just properly compare them. I think that I think that Housingfeld has put more effort into the Sprints and marketing the Sprints, and they rely on the hardcore with the CSX2 money to say, well, there's a better model, I'm going to buy that. But like the software that you get with the Sprints doesn't work on the Ultimates and all that kind of stuff. So and I'm not 100% sure why. It's just probably different electronics that they use in it. I think
I'll be going as well. See you later, guys.
Take it easy, dude. I think, yeah, I'm not in a position to say which are better. Cheers, Brad. You have the Ultimates, like the accelerator plate on the Cups. Nice. Do you know what you should do? You know what you should do, name on request? You should message you should message Mecha Cup 1 on Facebook or whatever, or you're on YouTube. Send them an email or whatever if you're not on Facebook, and just ask them straight out, because they are very, very honest. One of the main reasons that they said hang on to our pedals for a while is because I actually said quite a lot of constructive, relatively negative things about these pedals on my review. They're not perfect, and you know, I obviously did the same with the Sprints, and I did the comparison between them. But they really, really appreciate that feedback, and they failed heavily on their software. Software and the Cup ones isn't great. Now it is, you know, if you have a little bit of patience, it takes about 10 minutes to actually set up. So it's not the end of the world, but it's not user friendly, and it can be very off-putting. But you have the Ultimate, so you probably had to go through the same with that. But after my comparison of the Sprints and the Cup ones, Mecha messaged me and they said they're going to start working on software this week. So they're looking at, you know, I guess raising the bar, which is huge. They said this is the kick that they needed to do the software. So it's cool to be able to have. That's actually not a bad idea, Brad. I have backup pedals here. We could maybe arrange that, Brad. That might be a decent idea. Because I want to try, like, my goal for 2021 is to try a set of hydraulic pedals. I don't think I'll be any faster, but I just want to feel them. I've never used hydraulic pedals properly, so yeah, I'll message you about that, Brad. That would be quite interesting. Where's my beer gone? Oh, here's my beer. Shooting the breeze. As that was a deadly stream. I'm so delighted. P3. My first ever podium with digitalmotorsports.com. This is exactly why I dropped to Pro-Am, because I mean I was getting some top 10 finishes in Pro, but it was all luck. It wasn't pace related. Here, okay, I got a bit of luck in that race, but everybody gets a little bit of luck. And I dodged. That was a hell of a dodge. But yeah, I'm gonna call it. Jeez, I have the longest outros in the world. I'm gonna go finish my beer. I'm gonna go watch some TV, and then have a cup of tea and a biscuit. And that, my friends, is the crack. I'll chat to you all later. Thanks a million for watching. Thanks for the donations tonight, and thanks once again to all my beautiful channel members. If you want to know what all that means, click the join button or go visit my Patreon. There are links in the description below. And yeah, that's the crack, lads. Take it easy.